What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. Bree, June on here with me. Nikki's going to join us a little later. How y'all guys doing on this beautiful... June, I'm going to start with you. So I give Bree her 30, 45 seconds to a minute of celebrating, and
Oh
rightfully so.
gosh.
Rightfully so. So, June, how you feeling?
Hey Frankie! Hey, I'm feeling good, man. Just got done watching the World College Baseball Series or the Men's
Yeah,
College World Baseball Series. Um, Tennessee tied it up. Tennessee tied it up. So now it's 1-1.
and Tennessee
Huh?
won today.
Yep. And
Okay.
then so I guess tomorrow is the game.
Texas A&M won last night, and then Tennessee tied it up today with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched that game last night. I was at the club and I was watching it. So
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, feeling good, man, feeling good. The storm went away, the sun is out like it ain't never rained. So that's Jacksonville for you.
yeah, that's Florida for you, brother. That's just how it is. So now let's give Bree her moment, her shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got drums or anything in that thing?
I don't have the drums here, but fresh off the parade, off the boat.
It's a parade inside my yeah.
Go ahead, Bree.
I'm doing good. Boston Celtics just hung up banner number 18, 2023, 2024 World fucking champions, NBA champs. My team did it. We closed it out. Just like I said, game 5, Celtics in 5, and staying at the whole time. Super proud. I was in tears. I was so happy. Like, my baby got a ring. My nephew got the MVP. Al Horford got a ring. He's coming back. The whole team's coming back next year. I'm super excited, super ecstatic. And I just been living in a moment. Like, it still feels unreal to me. Like, when I see all the videos and stuff of the parade, like, oh my gosh, my team did it. I last saw them my 8th grade year, winning the finals, and now I'm seeing it again. So 16 years later. So big shout out, big congrats to Boston. Frank was rooting for Boston, so I'm happy about that. June wanted the Mavericks to win so bad for some odd reason. But yeah, it was a good game. It was amazing. It was special. Shout out to Kyrie Irving as well. He showed his respects and dapped up the coach and all of our players and stuff. And I've wanted that for so long, So I'm good though. I'm doing fantastic. It's Sunday. I didn't have a shipper for the first time in like 8 years, right? So I'm doing good. Let's take a shot to the Boston Celtics winning the NBA Finals.
Congrats.
Jim?
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get this podcast going.
You start, Frank. I gotta go grab my cake.
Okay, so listen, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a topic that I saw, kind of wanted to discuss it. Cam Newton on his 4th and 1 podcast was talking about how he feels that minority players don't get the same access to broadcasting jobs as, non-minority players, like white players. He used the example of Brady and Romo. He's like, I never saw Romo do television. And he said, Brady wasn't doing interviews or wasn't doing, television like that, but they come into these jobs. And I guess when he's trying to apply for a job, they say he wasn't polished enough to get the job. So I guess my question is it a black and white thing, or is it history of who the player is, right? And before I go there, let me explain why. Tony Romo might have never won a Super Bowl, and his playoff career might have been lacking thereof. However, he played for America's team, the Cowboys. Troy Aikman has 3 Super Bowls. Terry Bradshaw has 4. Brady has 7. Matt Ryan has a Super Bowl MVP, not Super Bowl MVP, sorry, NFL MVP, just like Cam, and they both been to a Super Bowl and lost. So, is there a difference? Because I see Michael Strahan, I see, Michael Irving, I see other people up there broadcasting and you know, having their contracts. I don't know how much they're getting paid, but I feel like Michael Strahan has done pretty good for himself. You know, what's our boy too that started on NFL Network and wide receiver Nate
Clark.
Nate.
I'm sorry.
Nate. And then yeah, Ryan Clark too. ESPN just got renewed, has the Pivot podcast. And the thing about it is what's crazy is a lot of people when they saw Brady's contract, to them it's like it's a no-brainer. You know, it's Brady. You know, he's gonna get the contract, he's gonna get the bag. People want to hear the game from his perspective, not as the player, but as the ex-player, the 7-time Super Bowl winner, you know, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time league MVP. So to me, is there a difference in that? You know, I guess June, you go first.
You know, listening to the listening to the statement made by him and by the gentleman, what's his name?
Jason Whitlock.
Yeah, the one who said about the hair.
Yeah.
Listening to both of those, I could see where Cam is coming from, where he has his opinion based on that situation, and then it kind of balances out when I see the opinion of this guy using his hair as some type of barrier or a speed bump, one of the two. So I think that Whitlock is completely wrong for that. I think that's just a personal opinion when it came to that. I think that was more personal than reasonable. And when it came to Cam,
Is Philly crying?
I'm not sure. I think so, but he'll be all right. The thing is, he wants to come out, you know. But anyway, so I think that I see where Cam is coming from, but I think that I don't think that he sees the other successors of minorities like the Ryan Clark. In my opinion, Ryan Clark, this is my opinion, he is probably a prime example of a hell of a analyst, man, because his stuff be on point, man. And like when he's on, it makes me just want to listen. When Romo is on, it makes me want to listen too, because like, damn, Romo be saying some shit. It's like he knows the playbook. He knows what's going on. Now it becomes a little bit tricky when we're talking about head of the line privileges, because Brady has 7 Super Bowls, right? I mean, who else has that? But then again, is that sufficient enough to say he's going to get head of the line privileges? He got 7 Super Bowls. So how are the broadcasters seeing it and the networks? Because at the end of the day, any network is going to take a 7 Super Bowl champion any day. It's like saying if Michael Jordan walks into the NBA and say, "I never done this analyst stuff, but I'm going to work here," no network is going to say no. I'm sorry, but as it's because of being the GOAT of that sport, and I don't see it being an issue with certain players, because it's just the reality of business, right? Now we're talking business. We're not even talking race. We're talking business, and the network are going to go where the business is. Unfortunately, fortunately.
Bree?
So I missed the first half. I went to go get my nothing but cakes. I got 3 of them.
The thing,
but I kind of picked up where June. I picked it up when June was responded. But no, I agree with June wholeheartedly. First of all, the comments about Cam Newton's hair from Mr. Jason Whitlock was very disgusting, very unprofessional, not needed whatsoever. Especially coming from an African American male yourself, you know, like that's just uncalled for, unprofessional, especially how American society would view us based off of our hair as well. So I did not agree with that whatsoever. I also kind of agree with June as well, like head of line privileges. because of your name. Like your name brings something to the table. You are Tom Brady. You have 7 Super Bowl rings. You won 6 with New England, went to Tampa and won in 1 year with Tampa Bay. So you are like basically you're the face of the NFL. Like you can't say NFL without saying Tom Brady. But also like the people who are doing everything in their power to get to where they want to be, and Brady just comes in and takes it, you know. That's crazy, you know. So I understand like where people who their dreams and their goals are to get to that point, and they're doing everything in their power to get there. Just watch someone just walk in and take it. But also that's just the way the world works. Like there's nothing we can do about that. That happens everywhere, not just in football, not just in sports. That happens absolutely everywhere in life. You just have to learn to deal with it and be accustomed to it.
You know, and I think both points are valid. We're not going to get into the discussion of hair, stuff like that, because I think it's the character of the person, who the person is.
Yeah, he's not a he doesn't have a fan base.
And
You
I'm
should see the tweets about him on Twitter.
The reason I say that is because Jay-Z's locks ain't the prettiest either. But I promise you, if Jay-Z said, listen, I want to come in and talk about basketball or anything, they're not going to tell him no. They're going to say, okay, come on. One thing, the guy, the Asian guy that was on the call on with Jason Whitlock, I don't know his name. I can find it. He talked about, you know, if you're going to be on a major network commenting on sports, then you can't go to 7-on-7 and fight. You know, you got to watch how you talk. You can't bring that slang to the TV. I didn't know my background said what it said. I need to change it. But so I would say
change it to Boston.
You said what?
Change it to Boston.
I don't have one. I'll have to go find one. My thing is, what if Ray Lewis said, I want to come comment football if I want to be on Fox on a Sunday? Are they going to tell Ray Lewis no? Arguably one of the best defensive players of all time. You know, if Lawrence Taylor would have in his early say, I want to go comment, you think they're going to tell Lawrence Taylor no? Look on the other side of basketball, though. You got Shaq, you got Charles Barkley, you got all these guys that get on TV and they comment these games. If I feel, and it's just me, if certain players of ethnicity wanted to get on TV and broadcast, depending on them and who they are, they'll get that headline privilege, whether they got the 7 Super Bowls or they got 2 or 3 or not. You know, like I said, Ray Lewis, a very respected guy. If he wanted to comment, I'm pretty sure they'll take him. Maybe even Ed Reed for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, James Harrison, if he wanted to get on, you know, the halftime show and want something, they'll probably say, okay, come on.
Big Ben.
Yeah, but we talking about minorities. Ben's really white, so we got to leave him with, you know, the white side. But you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, if there's other players,
I just picked that up.
Yeah.
No, I picked that.
Yeah, I mentioned everybody that was like Troy Polamalu for that example. If he wanted to come out and comment, Troy's loved in the industry of football. You know, he's revered as one of the best safeties. So if he wanted to comment, guess what? They're gonna come out and let him do it. It might pay him more than somebody else. I really don't think that it's all about race. I don't think it's all about race. I just feel, Cam, people don't rock with you. And because of your past and how you carry yourself in certain avenues and how you are is why people are not going to open a door for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's me. That's my take on it. Bree, if you want to take over the rest, you could, or we can keep going. How you want to do it?
Like my background?
Yes, we like your background. I like Al Horford's hat. He's in it.
Yeah, he said he wore the Tom Brady shirt because Tom Brady got blacked out drunk after winning Super Bowl in Tampa, and that's how he wanted to be that day. And then he wore a cowboy hat because Yellowstone is one of his favorite shows right now, so he wore the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
then Jaylen Brown wore a shirt that says "State Your Source" because that's what he tweeted to Stephen A. Smith after Stephen A. Smith said that an NBA source said that Jaylen Brown is unmarketable and hard to work with. And so he tweeted him and said, "State your source."
Yeah, that's dope. I like it. Look, I'm happy for Boston. Boston did their thing. I did say Boston in 5 when they was going to the final. I said it 5 and they did it in 5. So shout out to them. Let's talk about the quarterback's getting. What you want to do?
I was gonna say T. Higgins signed his 1-year franchise tag deal.
I think that's good. I think that's dope. I think T. Higgins signing, going back to play, is the best thing he could have did.
Yes, it was the best thing he could have done, but there's a reason why he waited to the last day to sign his franchise tag, because he did not want to be there. He don't want to work there no more. He don't want to play there no more. It's like he was forced to, because even if he didn't sign his franchise tag, he still would have had to put on a uniform and sit sideline until he's a free agent next year without playing. But he rather, okay, well, I'd rather, play since I got to wear this uniform for a year regardless. So, but my next thing is he going to give it his all and actually play, or is he just going to be like, okay, I have just this next season, and then I'm a free agent come March 14th,
I think it's in his. So here's what I would, if Frank was T. Higgins, I'm playing. Let me go. Look, I'm gonna get in that locker room because we all been at a command that we've been there long overdue and we wanted to go, but you still got to do your job and you still got to perform. Your stock is going to go up so much more if you go in there and perform. Let's just hypothetically speaking, let's say Burrow's healthy the entire year. The offensive line is better. The defense is just as good as it was last year. Him and Jamar Chase go out there and they ball out 1,000 yards apiece and they win a Super Bowl. Do you know that he could write any ticket he want after that?
Mm-hmm.
Because T. Higgins could be a solid wide receiver on another team.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a big body receiver. So if I was him, he should play. Look, life isn't perfect, okay? And I know some people might not agree when I say this, but there's kids out here today that are not playing. There's college students that didn't make the league.
Mm-hmm.
And were given to get in there and play for a minimum contract. That would change the lives of their family. You have a chance to play just because you didn't get paid. Listen, again, it goes back to what Brady's been saying. A lot of other athletes been saying, if you want to win, you can't get the most money. Because if you get the most money, you're handcuffing the rest of the team to not getting paid. So you got to be a little selfless. Understanding your endorsements are going to come. Contracts are going to come. We've seen it. All our teams here have won a Super Bowl. And what happens the following year after they win a Super Bowl? A lot of people leave because they're getting offered money somewhere else. They're getting offered money in another team with value. They're going to get paid what they deserve. So, hey, go out there. Even if they get back to an AFC Championship game and he's a major factor in that offense, he's going to get paid next year. So I would just play. That's just me. I would just go out there and play. I don't have to be happy, but I'm going to do my job. How much is he getting guaranteed anyways?
It just said he signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah, no, it's the franchise tag, but the franchise tag is guaranteed money at the average of what the average salary for wide receiver is. So what's that, 20 mil?
I'm checking right now.
Like, bro, at 6:05, Nikki, 5:05 your time.
Yeah, Nikki, dang.
It's your fault, June, because I was on here. Was it not on there? Was it not on here?
Yeah, but we got on early to discuss the topics. But you was early. You was early.
Way early. Logged in yesterday.
They don't have the price that he signed it for.
$21.8 million is what he's getting franchised. $21.8 million
For 1 year.
For 1 year. And you're complaining? Come on, man. Hey, motherfuckers forgot what it's like to be poor, I guess, and struggling. That's what that is. But anyway, I'm off that. You want to pass to somebody else?
Okay. June, Nikki, any thoughts on T. Higgins franchise tag? I drew a blank for a second.
What?
Any thoughts on T. Higgins signing his one-year franchise tag deal?
Who?
Girl, T. Higgins, wide receiver 2 for the Bengals. You know, one of the guys that's.
Who?
Oh God, you're so disrespectful.
Yeah.
I think it should have been put on the table, my guy. If that's what you wanted to begin with, and that was what you were willing to settle for this entire time. Let's eliminate the media. Let's eliminate the diva-ish. Let's eliminate the extra-ish. And let's put it on the table. Hey, at the end of the day, I want a one-year contract at least to get my stuff. Because now I get it. You're thinking about yourself, but you're putting the team behind you. Secondly, you're going to get paid, my guy. You're not a bad player. So you're going to get paid. But now we waited for all this drama to unfold, and we're making it about money at the end of the day.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I got June speaking facts. June, you didn't say cheers. You didn't say cheers. Stop.
Cheers.
Wait. I need someone to make me a Celtics crown apple bag.
Cheers.
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 Check nation alcoholic.
Nikki's not drinking no more. She said.
Speaking of money, he got paid. He got paid. Running back Ramondre Stevenson signed a 4-year, $36 million extension with the New England Patriots. Big shout out to Ramondre. But the Patriots also signed this offseason safety Kyler Duggar to a 4-year, $58 million. Offensive tackle Mike Onwenu. I don't know how to say his last name.
You good?
3 years, $57 million. Hunter Henry, 3 years, $27 million. Kendrick Bourne, 3 years, $19.5 million. And Anthony Jennings, 3 years, $12 million. So Patriots been signing the right players this right time, right now. And I'm very happy for Ramondre Stevenson to get that deal because he's it. He's it.
So the thing about this, me and Pete talked about this. One of the things that I feel they signed him for is because he catches the ball at the back. So he's sixth in line in running backs catching with receptions with 106, 107. I think Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, there's a few other guys, not like 4 or 5 other guys above him in the last 2 or 3 seasons with more receptions than him. So that's the wave of the future now. The running backs, those old days of like the Derrick Henry pounding the ball up the middle, that's they're not going to pay for that no more. They're going to pay, can you catch the ball at the backfield? So I think it's smart. They've been signing a lot of people. They still got a long way to go. So we'll see how that looks. But it just shows you how good that they think he is and valuable to the team that they paid him. I think 17 mil guaranteed too. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Plus, these are his incentives for 2025 through 2028. So 2025 season incentives, $600K each for scrimmage yards, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, and $600K for a Pro Bowl plus an All Pro first or second. And those are his incentives through the 2025, 2026, 27, and 28 seasons. So if, let's say, $16K each for 1,400, if he gets 1,400 yards, 1,500 yards, and 1,600 yards, he's getting $1.8 million right there. Now, and he makes Pro Bowl and All Pro first or second, he'll make $1.2 million. And that's for 4 years.
So
it's pretty dope.
No, it is pretty dope. I mean, but I feel that's how you should make the contracts, right? I feel like they should.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, here it goes. Austin Eckler has 158 receptions. Christian McCaffrey, 152. Alvin Kamara, 132. Rashad White, 114. And Joe Mixon has 112. So he's right behind Joe Mixon with 107 receptions. But I think they should make the contracts incentive driven, right? I think with quarterbacks, you're giving all these guys this money. Trevor, okay, how about if you throw under 6 interceptions this season, don't fumble the ball, we'll give you an extra $500,000.
It makes the guys work harder.
I think so.
It does. It makes them work harder. It does. Drew Holiday got a $2 million incentive for winning the NBA title.
That's how I think it should be incentivized. Remember, Grant got $1 million for having
The Super Bowl.
and in the Super Bowl he got more money too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just I think the incentives work though. But I think it's good that they paid him. I think it's good they paid him. I mean, it's good to keep good pieces around.
Speaking of pay and keeping good pieces around.
But hey, that Trevor thing, I know we probably spoke about it, I wasn't here.
That's what I was coming into too.
No. I'm talking about what Acho said.
Oh, Acho? What did he say?
Do we really agree with what he said? Do you think that 275 is based off of what Trevor did in Clemson rather than what he's done in the NFL? Like, are they still living off of what he's done in Clemson rather than what he's done or accomplished in the NFL? That was Acho's.
Yeah. I saw that tape. I saw it. I've actually watched the episode. I think he is living off his hype. His numbers are comparable. Daniel Jones. Who else was the other guy we put up there? Blake Bortles and had the same numbers. Gardner Minshew had about the same numbers. We already saw that him, Mac Jones, ain't that far off. He's 20-30 since he started. He has the most turnovers by any quarterback in his time. If you include the fumbles, he's not what we thought he was. I was on his train last season too. I picked him on fantasy. I thought he was going to kill it last season. Some people had him winning the MVP. Hell, that team was about to be the number 1 seed until they decided to smoke crack and lose it all. I don't think. Look, he's living off the hype. Me and Nikki talked about this, so I don't have a problem saying it. He's not worth the money they gave him. He's not. He's not worth. None of these quarterbacks are worth it unless they won a Super Bowl. And if you're gonna pay anybody that's for getting to a Super Bowl, then it should be Jalen, Goff, and Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. That's it. And Brock Purdy now because he went to one. Mm-hmm. Not because they win one fucking playoff game against a team that couldn't even stop a leak with a paper bag and not even beat a Pop Warner team on defense. So no, he's not worth it. No. I'm tired of them paying quarterbacks for no reason. What's up, John?
Nikki? I got a question for Nikki. So you knew it was going to happen. You knew he was going to get paid. However, when it became official, do you think that 275 caught you by surprise? You being the Jags fan.
Honestly, I didn't think he was going to get paid. I think the conversation was going to be, let's see what you're going to do this year, and then we can reconvene. That's what I really thought it was going to be, especially since it took so long. You get what I'm saying? So I thought it was more of a conversation like, look, because in all honesty, where would he go? And if he did go, he wasn't going to be number 1.
Nah, he would.
So,
he would.
Huh?
They'll pay him. Somebody would have paid him. Listen, the Giants would have took his ass and gave him the money.
Not as number 1. Unless it's a team that ain't in the running.
Girl,
and had the money, which is fine because I don't know. I didn't think they were gonna pay him. That's my honest truth. I thought it was gonna be a conversation, and the conversation was gonna be, let me see what you do, or hey, this is your make or break. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't make, we just gonna have to He's on down the road. That's what I really thought, especially like I said, especially since it took so long. Then on the flip side, since they do, am I surprised? No. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think a lot of franchise are making bad
decisions.
Real bad decisions on how they're paying people in these last few years, right? They're more in the head like, I'd rather keep what's the saying? Keep the thingy I know than try to get something else and not know kind of
stay with the devil I know, the devil I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. And I think that's what most of them have been doing. Again, it's frustrating because, like I said before, like, what am I? And this is not only for Trevor. These are all the bad decisions that I feel like that's been going on. What are we paying for? You get what I'm saying? Like, where's the bar now? Because we've lowered the bar so low that it's like other people. We like, I give Brock Purdy, for example. I like Brock. I think Brock should get his flowers, right? But if you remember a couple of years ago, probably 2 years ago, it was a big argument about Patrick amongst us four, right? And I'm like, no, I think Patrick, in the time that he's been in, has shown that he's elite. You remember? And we like, oh no, you need more time, more time. I think we've now gone past that. We don't care about time. It's like, okay, you did good this year or you did good this season. You need to pedestal. We've lost the true meaning of paying an athlete what they're really worth. Because right now we're just paying because we want to keep. Or how much more can we get? Or you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think they followed the trend of what's been going on in the NFL. So yeah.
Hey, give a shout out because that's real.
Yeah.
That is the truth. You know, we talk about these different quarterbacks. Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate because this is what fucking Pete did to me on Offsides, and I hate him for it because he kind of made me change my mind a little bit and agree. The contract doesn't start until 2026, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now let's say the team said, let's pay him now because it's gonna save us money later. So let's say they would have waited the year, like we said. Let's wait till the end of the year, see what he does. Mm-hmm. But let's say Trevor goes out there and ball out and y'all make it to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Now that $275 million contract with $200 guaranteed, 142 at signing could potentially be $350 million.
And you're right. You're right. But then at least would have said it was worth it. Now we're talking about it wasn't even worth it. Okay, so now he does and he bombs it.
Mm-hmm.
What's really in the market? Because that's the reason why he's getting paid. Because they feel like he's the best in the market in our organization.
I had a guy when my boy Pedro got promoted, right, to chief at 9.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
12.5 years. 12.5. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He was young in the game. He said to me, he goes, Frank, I didn't get picked for the years. I got picked for the propensity that I have to lead with the years I have left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible that the team said, you know what? You got injured last year, kind of brought you down a little bit. You was balling before you got injured. We got Doug Peterson here. We got some good weapons. Let's pay him now. Not for what he's done, but what we think he can do over the next, because you got him locked in for like 7 years total. Because he was a first-round pick, so you got the 5th-year option, and then they paid him for what, another 2 to 3 years? Or something like that?
And this is why we have the terminology, it was a bust. Okay? Because we have that mentality. And this is not against Trevor. This is just all encompassed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have this mentality. Oh, he could. How about we seen flashes and then 3-4 years down the line, we like, bro, we should have cut him. He should have been. Same thing with and look, he's back with the Cowboys. Same thing with Zeke. You get what I'm saying? A while back, we like, let him go. And then we see that, without him, Pollard couldn't be what Pollard was the year that we thought Pollard was hot. And guess what happened? Pollard gone too. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, and that's what, and this is why I answered June's question the way I answered it. That was I surprised about how much? No, because I feel like they feel like, hey, we got the best right now. Let's work through whatever and whatever. Now I would have waited, but it's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? It's a gamble either way. Like you said, he might ball out next year. Shit, he my quarterback. I want him to ball out next year, so I can say, all right, I guess they seen something I ain't see. He deserved every dollar plus the 50 cents they gave him. You know, but right now I just don't see it. Now my truth is this, right? I don't see it in the years that he been with us. I've seen where it was bad. See, my issue about praising or not is it is a team sport. And a lot of times, even amongst us, it's the coach. Some of it has to be the player. You get what I'm saying? As leaders, you can only find the seed that is already there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can plant a seed, but a lot of times you plant a seed that should never even be planted. Trevor was so great with all these other people. That means he had a seed. All we had to do was plant it. Last year, I didn't see it. The year before that, towards the end, I saw the little spark. The year before that, it was terrible. His first 2 years, I'm like, bro, he got more interceptions than fucking touchdowns. You got to do something now. I mean, I don't know. I'm here for it. If we improve, but then this is my issue. We can't keep saying to next year, because the year past where you were at that time, you might never get close. Example, the Rams. The Rams won it, and since they won it, they ain't come close to even postseason. I didn't think they should have won it then, but it is what it is. They got it. They got that chip.
The Rams sold out for that reason to win. They knew,
and since then, where they been?
Yep, but they knew that. They knew going into that. That was the risk they took. You know what I'm saying? We win one, but now that goes to Tua. Tua's next to get paid. Now Tua's record is better than Trevor's. Some of his numbers are better than Trevor. I think his quarterback QBR is a lot better than Trevor's. Should Tua get the bag?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because what has he done? He can't play.
I'm gonna say right now, Francisco. The question isn't really should he. The reality is he will.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
It's irrelevant. He will.
And the interceptions, so Trevor's total turnovers is 72. If you count his fumbles, he got 33 fumbles, and then he got the 39 interceptions. But I don't know how many fumbles Tua. I could look it up. But I don't know, man. I don't think. I think Bree, you should bring up that what we had mentioned that I told you I heard Chris Long say about the different salary caps.
Okay, yeah, that was next on my list. So, their NFL GMs and owners are discussing with NFLPA on getting a team salary cap for the team and a separate salary cap for the quarterbacks, being that quarterbacks are getting paid so much money nowadays. Do you guys agree with that stance that these GMs and owners are taking?
I'll let somebody go first. I've been going first, so I'll let anybody else that want to go first go first.
Well, I'll say this, right? I don't know if I agree, but I don't know if I disagree. I think these quarterback prices is starting to get a little ridiculous. So I don't know if I disagree. I don't disagree and I don't agree. The only reason why I don't agree is because I feel like if you add it with the team, like the calorie set for the team to include the quarterback, now you have to manage your money a little bit better. I think if it's two different pots, you're in the you can still find the gray area to make it work. Now, granted, people are finding gray area anyway. You know, they'd be 1,000 million over, and by some way, somehow, you know, with reconstruction and all this, they still keep and deal with whatever. But I do think it needs to be a cap. I just don't think it should be separated in a sense.
I agree. What's crazy? I'm here thinking about it. Like, I know it's gonna sound really crazy, but I'm basing it off experience and progress. I'm almost convinced I would have paid Baker Mayfield $275. But shit, the way that the quarterback market is going, I would have slapped Baker Mayfield with $275 million, and I would have had a little bit more hope on that, just based on the progress and experience and the trials that he's had to overcome right now and where he's at, if that makes sense. And yeah, he got a bag too. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't get 275. I think Baker got a more reasonable offer that we would have probably given a quarterback rather than what the GMs around the NFL are giving these other quarterbacks, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes 150% sense.
Hold on, I'm trying to get a number real fast.
I don't think they should, and but I think we should do is just like NFL and NBA teams and MLB teams do. Pay the luxury tax. You want to be over? You want to pay all these players money? Then pay the money. Baseball does it. NBA does it. I mean, I think the Golden State Warriors are paying luxury tax out the butt to have Curry, Clay, and Draymond on there. So the Yankees did it for years, paid for luxury tax. I think the NFL should do the same thing. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's
I don't think it's fair. First of all, I don't think these quarterbacks should be getting paid this much, like you stated from the beginning, right? If they have a Super Bowl ring or they made it to Super Bowl, right? They should get paid this much amount of money. Do you know how many current quarterbacks right now have a Super Bowl ring?
Currently playing?
Mm-hmm.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Like they started and won one?
They're like starting quarterbacks. How many starting quarterbacks have a Super Bowl ring?
You got.
There's only.
I was gonna say
Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Matthew Stafford.
I got Russell. I was thinking about Matthew Stafford and.
You know how many starting quarterbacks back in 2000 in the 2010s, from 2010 to 2000? Well, we'll say like 2007 to 2019 era of football have. You had how many?
Brady, Peyton.
9.
9. There you go.
Who wasn't getting this amount of money? So you're telling me that there's 3 out of 32. 3 out of 32 NFL starting quarterbacks have Super Bowl ring, and they're getting paid this much money. But you had 9 out of 32 back in the 2010s win multiple Super Bowl rings, and they weren't this money hungry, with championships, with a plural under their fucking name. And they were taking pay cuts to improve their team. No, I don't agree with that. Let all of them be broke.
Mm-hmm.
So they get a ring on their finger, let them be broke.
That's what I feel like. You want to win? I'm going to pay that wide receiver who's going to catch the ball. I'm going to get that running back. I'm going to pay that offensive line that's going to protect you, because we already saw what the Bengals could have did if they had a better offensive line before they paid Burrow. You know what I'm saying? So offensive line, like, I don't know. For me, there's a few things you got to pay. Offensive line is one of those. You want to protect that quarterback, or even run the ball effectively, because you need a good O-line.
So next we have Brandon Ayuk posted a video of himself talking to Jaden Daniels on FaceTime, stating, "They don't want me here no more. The 49ers don't want me here no more." Posted it to social media, waited for it to get a whole bunch of views, and deleted it.
You gotta know your worth and you gotta know your position on the team. And are you the most valuable player on that team?
No.
That's why CMC got paid first. That's why Debo got the contract a year ago, the extension. I hate to say it, but you can draft another IU as far as a wide receiver that's going to catch the ball, run the routes, or you could pick another one up. But you're not going to find a CMC and you're not going to find a Debo Samuels like that. They already signed Jawan Jennings. They got that rookie that I guess they drafted, signed his rookie deal, his rookie contract. So you're playing with fire. And I think that's so immature of an athlete to do that when there's been histories of other athletes who, like, let's say Lamar. We criticized Lamar, right? We said, hey, you got to put your foot down. But Lamar showed up to OTAs. Lamar showed up to training camp. Lamar kept his mouth shut. Lamar said, we're working it. And what happened? It worked out for him at the end. He didn't go in there flexing. He could have. At the time, he was the MVP, had an MVP on his belt, unanimous, and he didn't do that. There's been a lot of players out there that just show up, keep their head down, do their job, and keep it pushing. I think Dak Prescott was one of them too. You gotta. I don't know. I understand that this is your livelihood, and again, just remember where you, bro, because there was a time where you didn't have it, and now you got it, and you're making it, and you complaining. How about you go win a Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? How about you make it to where you have 1,500 yards every season, or you're hitting 2,000 yards, or you're doing something. Do go out there and earn it. Somebody's gonna pay you. But I don't think that's the way to do. And then you delete it. I just think that's just shows that you're more a distraction at that point than you are a help. That's just my opinion.
Nikki and Jim?
I feel like people listen. I mean this, and don't listen to the words, but just listen to what I'm trying to say. When you're trying to stay relevant, and not saying that he's irrelevant, but sometimes people's mind is any publicity is at least publicity, good or bad. Trying to stay relevant, trying to keep my name in people's mouth, or trying to keep the situation fresh. He doing what he needs to do. Listen, sometimes people do stupid shit like that to strong arm and get what they want. Again, the same thing with the Trevor situation. I thought because we waited so long, we still talking about, look, bro, show up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Trying to stay relevant. Do you, IU? Do you?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm still stuck with the whole Diva thing. Like, hey, if this is what you want, put it out there. This is what you'll settle for. I mean, you got your agents to do that. I mean, he has agents, so he ain't got to do the route that Lamar ran. So I mean, if you got an agent, utilize that sorry ass agent that ain't get you a deal yet. If not, get rid of that guy, or go the Lamar route. But he's a great player. I'm pretty sure he could get a job anywhere. And just and my thing is just it goes right back to almost the quarterback stuff we were just talking about, like how other receivers are getting paid too. So it kind of to me, if I'm a receiver, if I'm a youth, and I'm like, man, all these, hey, God, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill these dogs. I'm not gonna kill the dogs, guys. So I was just joking. I say that in the nicest way. Nikki knows because Luna just messed up the entire carpet, but she just like wrinkled it up.
Oh, the carpet. You in the living room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was taking him out. So yeah, I think he. It's like Devontae Smith said the other day. He goes, "I'm not counting anybody's pockets. I'm just grateful to be here." And I don't know. Maybe that's just what it is. Everybody's getting paid. He wants to get paid too, and I get it. But at the same time, hey, just put out there what you want so we can move forward.
You don't think he already put out what he wants?
Yeah, but he's still putting it out. He's not happy.
He put out what he want, and they're not giving it to him. So to him, they don't want him that much.
Yeah, that should tell you where they at. So you either accept what it is, play, because you're still under contract, and then you know what? If next year, go test the free market. That's what I would do. If I'm a GM, listen, bro, it's one of them hard conversations to have. But hey, listen, partner, you're not transferring. You still got 24 months to your PRD, buddy. You got 36 months before your EOS. So listen,
that's funny.
You stuck with me. We stuck. So you either come to work and do your job, or you can get fined. We're not gonna cut you. We're not gonna.
But that's what I don't understand. They rather just keep getting fined. Like you crying about the bag while you getting fined and losing the bag that you already.
That's just like that's also just like Lamar wanting that big ass contract and then missed out on $750,000 for not coming to mandatory workouts. Like,
well, that's why they keep doing it, because they feel like, they can strong arm you.
Listen, I don't want to hear nothing about you complaining about money when you could skip out on 150,000 combined between CeeDee Lamb and I think T. Higgins, somebody like that.
$110,000.
$110,000 combined. And you crying about a contract. Clearly, your money good. Your paper long, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lamar is different because he already signed his contract. So that was part of his new contract. Hey, you got to come to 80% of the practices and you get this money. Lamar's like, I got the bag, motherfucker. I'm good now. I'll be in Florida, Florida. Holla at me.
I'll be there.
Yeah. But you can't complain about I'm not getting paid because you're coming off thirsty like you need the money. But then you don't even show up. You don't even show up.
At least show up and don't do shit.
Yeah,
but show up.
Like a dirtbag sailor. Promotable sailor you can be. Just show up.
We can't say he ain't there. He come to work every day on time. He ain't doing shit when he get here, but
he ain't doing that. Look at Philly. Philly want to talk on the podcast too. Look. Yeah.
All right. We have Joey Bosa. He stated that winning is more important than making extra money on new contract mentality. That's June's topic.
I don't think it's more important. I think it's equal. And the reason why I say it's equal is if I'm winning, I need to get paid. I need to see the fruit of my labor. You get what I'm saying?
So context of why he said that is basically he stated that he's going to, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, we're still recording. Okay, good. That he is not taking a bigger contract, even though he knows what he's worth, because he rather that money have additional pieces to win. So winning is more important than making that extra money right now, because his mentality is to win. And then when he wins, I get the money. And I wish a lot more people have that mentality, because you have a lot of these athletes who are just money hungry, like regardless, they don't care. Like they care about what's being fed to them versus the reason why they're there on a team.
Yeah, I guess the only question I have is this, right? How about if you are a winner or you are doing 110, but as a team, y'all not winning? There's certain personal accolades that people get. I'll give you an example. God damn, I can't remember the name, on the Rams that had one of the triple Cooper. But what has the Ram done since then?
They added. Well, I think like last season they didn't do too bad with like a fresh team after almost everybody left. Because remember, like even when Cooper Kupp was hurt, Puka Nacua stepped up.
No, I mean as a team, they haven't. They haven't even gotten back to when he actually had even won that title. So what I'm saying is, him personally, bro, there's no negotiating. He won, he deserves. He you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, so I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think this is where our players' mentality is, right? Where back then, or it was like, hey, if the team win, we all gonna eat. We're all gonna find somewhere to eat. Right now, people is like, I'm doing me. Like I'm doing my part. Pay me.
Mhm.
Give me my flowers. You know what I mean? And while organizations are doing that because they have no choice, the team isn't always, hitting. They're not always batting at 100.
Yeah,
You
no, I
know?
get that. And I get that there's players that do their part and that they do deserve, to make more than certain players and stuff. But also, you're on a team at the end of the day. So, yes, you're still going to get paid. At the end of the day, these are millionaires. These aren't people that are getting paid minimum
Right.
wage
It's
salary
not
to do
broke.
their part.
Mhm.
They're millionaires.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, you're making more than an average fucking American, quadruple the amount of the average American. You're on a team sport.
Mhm.
So as a team, yes, you're doing your part and everything, but as a team, they have a certain amount of money that they have to be able to better that team and to add the pieces to win. That way the whole team can eat and the whole team gets Super Bowl rings and the whole team can get paid money, So when you are money hungry, yes, regardless, you're doing your part, but at the end of the day, you're on a team sport. If that's the case, you need to go do an individual sport where they'll pay you all the money that you want since you do your part and you do everything by yourself. Go do an
Right.
individual sport.
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm just,
Mhm.
I'm playing devil advocate here too, right? Like,
Um,
it's kind of just hard.
I like what Bosa said. I like it. Listen, rings matter. You know what I'm saying? Rings matter. Winning a ring matters. Nikki said it too, and she said it. It's not guaranteed you're gonna get back.
Mhm.
One thing that Dan Marino said when he spoke to Big Ben before Big Ben won his first Super Bowl, he was the youngest quarterback to do it at the time. Before that, it was Dan Marino, the youngest one to go to a Super Bowl. Dan Marino said, "Don't take it for granted," because I thought I was going to get back to more, and I never got back to it.
Mhm.
That won a Super Bowl, and I think Marino would give up maybe half of his yardage, and at one point he had all the records for quarterbacks for one ring to solidify him up there because he's probably arguably the greatest quarterback not to have a ring. So it's like, you got to have that sacrifice, and yeah, like you said, Nikki, everybody can get paid individually, but when if everybody eats and the team wins and y'all win Super Bowls, bro, listen, y'all could the Chargers can stop Patrick Mahomes. What if you can stop Patrick Mahomes from going to another Super Bowl and win it?
Mhm.
That's crazy. So I don't know. I think this whole paying and people contracts and wanting to be the most paid. I mean, I know we're probably being a dead horse with it, but you're not gonna win if, like Brady said, you could be all about your brand, be all about yourself. That's cool, but you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. So
All right. Now we have NFLPA. They opened up the key dates for 2025. So from February 18th to March 4th of 2025 are the windows to tag franchise and transition players. March 12th is the league's new year and the beginning of free agency, our favorite holiday. And then April 24th through 26th is the 2025 NFL draft in Green Bay.
in Green Bay, that's gonna be interesting. That's good. That's interesting to know.
Yes. And now we have pictures. Yes, we can, Nikki. All right, let's do pictures. So this was posted in a pod squad. So build the best trio, build the best quarterback, running back, wide receiver trio from these players. So you have quarterbacks Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott, running backs Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs, wide receivers Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, when I saw this, I had a hard time because
I don't. I got it.
If it's me, I'm going Joe Burrow, Alvin Kamara, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay. I'm gonna go Justin Herbert, Brees Hall, and Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
I of course, went Joe. And then I skipped. And then I went Cooper Kupp. And then I went back, and just because I just went AK, just because it's my initial.
Initials.
Yeah.
June.
I'm gonna go different. Everybody kind of got Joe. I'm gonna go with CJ,
That's a good one, though.
My baby.
Alvin, and Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
See, I would have went CJ, Bijan, and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, see, I would have went Joe. Well, if I went CJ, I would have went CJ, Bijan, and Cup.
I just think
I ain't getting rid of Cup.
I think Kamara is like a consistent running back.
Oh, yeah,
Even though
I
he-
went AK, man.
like he beats people up and stuff, but he's like really good.
I
You know?
can't
Listen, a
stand
healthy
Julio.
Alvin Kamara is just
Yeah.
as good as CMC. A
Yeah,
healthy,
but he ain't been there the last 2 years now.
He was
player.
suspended.
But a healthy, I agree. But he ain't been, but the Saints ain't been there the last few years. So
That's what I'm saying.
I think he needs to go. He needs to leave that place.
At one point, AK was like the top running back.
Mhm.
no, I hated his ass.
That dude is nice.
He
Mhm.
is a beast.
AKs, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
All right. The Steelers have only had 3 head coaches in the last 55 years. Meanwhile, the Panthers have had 5 head coaches in the last 2 years. That's wild.
That goes back to
I see that.
that goes back to consistency. Again, this goes back to a topic we all discussed here on the podcast is teams just giving up on people, you know? Look, Bill Cowher ain't had he ain't win a Super Bowl every year. They came up short a couple. Saying,
So
he stuck in
Chuck
with him.
Noll, Bill Cowher, or Mike Tomlin, if you had to pick one to coach your franchise right now.
Right now, in today's era,
Right now. Mm-hmm.
well, I'm going. Oh shit!
I love me some Chuck Noll now.
Yeah, but that was a whole different era. That's a
Era, yeah. So yeah, it's between Bill and Tom. I love all 3. I'll go Bill Cowher. I love me some Bill Cowher too.
I think I'll do Bill. Not to say no with Mike. Mike is dope. That's why you said this.
Mike is amazing.
But Bill, yeah. That house, yeah. Bill. I'm on Bill Cowher.
June, Nikki?
I don't know nobody but Mike.
Oh yeah. Is June still there?
I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have to go with Bill. And it was a slight edge. And the only reason I'm gonna go with Bill is because Mike and Bill, they both won. But I think Bill's aggression was just a little bit more aggressive than Tom's, given that era transitioning into the soft one.
Mm-hmm. All right, the 4 horsemen of why running backs don't get paid.
I saw
this is facts. Huh?
Yep. No, I saw it. It's true.
It's so facts.
Especially Gurley. When them arthritis in the knee, that dude stopped playing.
Mr. Todd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
See what Zeke about to do.
Zeke ain't gonna do nothing. He's never gonna be the guy he was. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, he might not be, but I think Zeke gonna come with a little vengeance because he don't want to lead the Cowboys no more.
I would use him at the 20, at the goal line, at the red zone area. That's where I bring him in on short yardage too. You know.
You know what I just thought? his last play as a Cowboy.
Oh my God, against the 49ers. That was so crazy.
Oh, my boy ate turf.
But he, like
All
you
right,
said,
ranking every team's QB2. Do you guys agree with this list from FanDuel?
Yeah, I'll take it.
QB2.
Mm-hmm.
hell nah. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. First
What
off,
would you choose?
Flacco, Brissett,
What you changing it to?
Very true. I see where Frank's going.
I'm trying to look. Hell, Wentz.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, but he not consistent enough. I'm looking at players that
Mhm.
Garoppolo.
Consistency. Tyrod Taylor is
Yeah, but
consistent.
Flacco just came off the couch and was in the playoffs with a team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why he's just a solid 2.
yeah, but they're better than Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Brissett's better than Justin Fields.
Oh, you know what I was listen.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I didn't care about the number ranking. I was just saying, oh, okay. The Steelers number 2 is Justin. Yeah, that's good. The thing, not that
it's
he's
ranking.
number
Yeah,
1.
ranking.
Oh Lord. You know what?
We'll see. That's my dual threat QB right there.
Yeah, no. he hasn't shown.
Look how far they put Easton's stick of butter down there.
But you know what? All right.
Look how far they put my man Mike White stunting hose.
Yo, look at Andy Dalton, number 11. Tyrod Taylor, 10.
Look how far.
I think I would have been feeling better if they at least put like the leader of the division.
Wait a minute. I have a question. I have an honest, serious question. They put JJ McCarthy on this list, right? That's the QB2.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean Samantha's QB1?
Yeah, see, that's how I was looking at it. I wasn't looking at the actual ranking. I was just looking at the person name like, hey.
I gotta get a jersey. Samantha started. I gotta get
That's
a jersey.
for now though, Bree, but we already know that shit could change.
I know that, Frank, but my best friend had been a starting quarterback for so many years, you know?
That's like people saying Russell Wilson ain't even gonna start. And they're gonna put Justin. Let me tell you something. If the Steelers organization,
look at Mason down there.
Look, if the Steelers start Justin Fields over Russell Wilson, I would Russell. I would put my resignation. I'm like, listen, I'm not doing nothing with you motherfuckers no more. And Russell don't even curse. He gonna be in that bit like fuck all you, because y'all did me dirty for this running quarterback. He can't even throw the ball half a yard downfield, but you going?
Yes, he can.
No, that'd be so disrespectful if they start him over.
Do we agree? Do we agree with the worst free agent signings of all time? At number 1, they have Albert Hainsworth for Washington, 2009. Nick Foles, Jacksonville, 2019. Brock Osweiler, Houston, 2016. Le'Veon Bell, the Jets in 2019. And Javon Walker, Oakland Raiders in 2008.
Albert Hainsworth was the worst one. That bitch came in.
That shit was
didn't want to practice.
Horrible.
Yeah, he was the worst one. Nick Foles was he just won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. 6 years. You know what I'm saying? He's won a ring in the last 10 years. Brock
Osweiler, when he got to Jax, Nick Foles, that first game, he threw the ball and he was out.
And then Brock Osweiler, he got paid in Houston for what he did with Denver the year that Denver won the Super Bowl. Remember, Peyton was horrible that year. And he carried them. Le'Veon Bell was the worst thing ever because he not worse than Albert Hainsworth, but you sat out from the Steelers to sign a worse.
You sat out for more money, went to the Jets for like $8 million less than what the Steelers were offering you, and then do shit.
And then do nothing. And then Javon Walker, I don't remember him. Did he play for the Green Bay Packers before he went to Oakland?
He played for Packers before he went to the Raiders.
But nobody even knows. So look, I said Raiders. I mean Oakland.
But what I was about to say, so can we add Hassan Reddick to this list because he's making free agency look so horrible right now?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. He is out there wearing a kimono and a samurai sword in Japan instead of being
saying
an actor. But again, this is what happens when you got players that think they're all that in a bag of chips. That's what they're going to do. But we'll get to him in a minute. I think Albert Hainsworth, that's right. Number one, I don't think Nick was the worst one. I think Nick Foles should be like 5. As much as I.
All right, this is not football related, but I saw this on Twitter and it was like, it said men's pound for pound rankings. I don't know these people, but I thought it was cool to show June and Frank, and I agree.
I'm about to say, look at this, Frank. What?
Bro, I don't think Usyk should be up there number 1 pound for pound. I don't think so. If we're going to put a pound for pound up there, I'm probably Terrence, Canelo, Javante. Haney should even be in the top 15.
He's technically undefeated again.
Yeah, he got a belt.
He got his butt whooped. It didn't matter.
It was advanced. When you taking drugs.
No, it was, that what they found in his system was so minimal. It was so minimal.
So do y'all agree that someone like spiked him or like they fucked with his shit?
So I'm gonna tell you. Okay, this is let's finish football and then.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come.
All right, so you have $10, right? And you got to build the perfect wide receiver room for $10. So you can do 2 wide receivers or 3 or 4, but the minimum is 2. So you got to build a perfect wide receiver room. Now it will be smart to do more than 2 wide receivers, but here are all your wide receivers. Can y'all see the bottom? The $1 ones?
I like Olave.
So you got $10 to build the perfect wide receiver room.
The fact that Harrison Jr. and Adunze and Neighbors is up there is, they didn't even see him play a snap. They shouldn't even be up there. But I'm going Allen, Cup, and Chase.
You doing 3?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do Pickens, Metcalf, Cup, that gives me 6. Devontae Smith gives me 9. And Olave.
Okay.
I want 4. Like it's better to have more than 2.
Yeah, I'm going with Brown.
Okay,
Smith.
$5.
Yeah, Brown, Smith, Harrison Jr. and Pickens.
9, 10. Okay.
2/3.
That would be crazy. Like that would be crazy. Nikki?
Nikki there?
Yeah, hold on.
Cooking.
Don't sleep.
Two, 4, 6. All right, I am doing 2, 4, 6. Keeping $1. I'm going to go Pickens, Olave,
Okay.
Higgins,
Okay. 4.
Metcalf,
6.
and Samuel. It's either Samuel or Cup. And then I'm keeping $1.
So you didn't pick no Eagle.
All right. So, dude, this is the tiers of best wide receivers going into the 2024-2025
Nah.
season. So you have tier 1 at the top, Armon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Tier 2, or so do we agree with tier 1?
Yeah.
Wide receivers.
Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
I'm good with that too. Tier 2, you got DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Mike Evans, Chris Olave, DK Metcalf, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Brandon Ayuk.
Nah, you should put Diggs up there.
Oh, Diggs and
Cup.
Keenan Allen, Amari.
But who you
Amari
moving?
Cooper. What are we talking about? Where's Amari Cooper?
He right
Yeah.
there in tier 3.
And tier
He
3,
needs to
you have
be-
Stephon Diggs, Drake London, Cooper Kupp, Nico Collins, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Deebo Samuels, and Michael Pittman Jr.
I will put tier 3 on the entire staff of tier 3. Fuck it. Let's put it on tier 1.
Switch it with tier 2.
Let's go. Let's switch that shit up.
Tier 4, you have George Pickens, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle, Zay Flowers, Devontae Smith, T. Higgins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tier 5, you have Tank Dell, Christian Kirk, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed, Marquise Brown, Chris Godwin, Malik Neighbors, and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Again, I don't know why you have Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. so high when they haven't even.
And then on tier
Very
5,
frank.
the very, very, very bottom, you have Cortland Sutton, Rasheed Rice, Jackson Smith, Tyler Lockett, people who's played before Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr., Jameson Williams, Deontay Johnson, Christian Watson, and Keon Coleman. Now, I don't agree with tier 5 with Deontay, Rasheed Rice, Cortland Sutton being under, and Christian Watson being under Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. when they haven't played a snap of football.
Yeah, and Rice was just in the Super Bowl and won. Caught a pass. Caught a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. Was pretty consistent for the Chiefs.
Oh, that's when he made his name.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. And if you're gonna have Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors on tier 5, and Keon Coleman, he should be up there with them too. Effort. If you're gonna,
yeah, he. First of all, Malik. First of all, Keenan Allen's college career numbers and successes went a lot farther than Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. Just saying.
You mean Keon Coleman?
Yeah, Keon Coleman's it. Yeah. Just saying. All right, Hard Knocks in season with the AFC North. How do we feel about this, y'all?
I told you it was gonna be the North.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah.
I'm gonna see what I'll probably tune into a few episodes and see what it looked like.
It's gonna be during the season. It's gonna be lit. So even when there's no football games, we watching Hard Knocks. I love it. It's a parade inside my city. Sorry, June, it's not the East. It's not NFC East.
Well, I
Or
said
NFC North. Or NFC North.
Yeah, I said the North too.
Nah, it's gonna be the AFC North. It's the hardest division. The teams with supposed to be 4 good quarterbacks, 4 good teams.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah.
Out of 4 teams, you probably got 2 or 3 that's in the top 10 of defenses or top 15. So, you know, it was gonna be the North. It was gonna be the North, hands down.
All right, so these are the locations of the mini camps for the teams. So we're just going to go off of geographical location. So June, if you want to go to Jacksonville, it's going to be the rookies camp is going to be on July 19th, and the veterans camp is going to be July 23rd in Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm already there.
Nikki, if you want to go to Dallas, the rookies is on July 24th, and the veterans the same day.
But they're gonna be in
Frank,
Oxford.
if you want, oh, they are going to be in Oxnard, California. I forgot. Oh, it's like an hour and 20 minutes from me. Let's see where Nikki can go. You can go to Houston, Nikki. Frank, Maryland is probably the closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I was in jail.
Chargers and Rams and El Segundo in Los Angeles. The 20. Dang, how am I gonna make both of them? El Segundo is where my HQ is at. I'll go to the Chargers for this year.
Dang, look at Brie and her Spanish.
It's a city name, El Segundo.
Okay, then what does that mean?
I just know it's a city in LA. It's right there, right outside of Inglewood.
Like the second. That's what it means, the second.
The second.
Yo, hey, if you guys are listening to the podcast, we do give
Esa por-
bilingual lessons in here too, Spanish lessons. So tune in. More to come. That means a second.
I could go to the Cowboys one in Oxnard over there too. Okay. All right. So which wide receiver era was the best era? You have era 1 where you have Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, Michael Irvin. Era 2, you have Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Marvin Harrison. Era 3, you have Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, and Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, it's going up and down.
Yeah, up and down.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh, I'm looking side. Okay.
Yeah.
Up and down.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
Yeah, me too.
Just because Eagles.
They all were good, right? All these names.
They're all those.
I'm gonna go with the first one, man. You got Jerry with 4 Super Bowls, Michael Irvin with 3. Chris Carter was part of the greatest offense ever until the Patriots went on an undefeated season. So
you the only one I don't know.
Who, Chris Carter?
Never heard of him.
Oh my God. He's a Hall of Famer. He's actually pretty good.
Everybody else besides him, I've at least heard of.
Yeah. I mean, T.O. and Randy Moss was dope. Marvin Harrison, he was good, but he also had Peyton Manning throw him the ball too. Calvin Johnson had Matt Stafford in a lot of garbage time because they was always losing. Julio Jones. And Fitzgerald probably was the most consistent out of that 3. Shame he never got a ring.
All right, NFL divisions, if geographically correct. So AFC North will be Indianapolis Colts, Chicago Bears, Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans. AFC South will be Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints, and the Atlanta Falcons. AFC East will be Bills, Steelers, Patriots, Eagles. AFC West will be 49ers, Chargers, LA, and Rams, or Rams and Raiders. NFC North will be the Vikings, the Green Bay Packers, the Browns, and Lions. NFC South will be Jags, Dolphins, Panthers, and Bucks. NFC East will be Jets, Giants, Washington, and the Ravens. And then NFC West will be Kansas City, Arizona, Denver, and Seattle.
Move Eagles down to NFC East.
And move Baltimore Ravens up to AFC East?
No.
No, that would make sense though.
See, I would move Steelers and Eagles out and bring Jets and Giants up. And then put the Steelers in the North. And
in the North.
Yeah.
They put the Eagles on the
geographically, like looking at a map, like these teams are so like close, like that. That's why they would be connected.
Yeah, Pittsburgh 6 hours from New York.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Philly's a lot closer.
But it's still, yeah, Philly. But if you look at a map, right, you have Pennsylvania. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Buffalo, but Pittsburgh, but intact. Buffalo's part of intact Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I do. I do know that.
Yeah.
Because if you go that side, you can get into Pennsylvania from Newburgh.
So it should be Buffalo. So it should honestly be Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo.
Yeah, you can buy that for $1. And yeah, you can. Because Chicago AFC North.
Look at a map. Hold on, let me pull up.
I ain't about to look at no damn map. This makes no damn sense. Nah.
Yes, it does, Frank. All right, so I have the map open right now. Yes, it does make sense because if you look at Chicago, right? Chicago, Indianapolis Colts, they're literally neighbors. Cincinnati,
yeah, I know
right
the
there,
AFC North to
and
South is right.
Tennessee. Yep, Tennessee is like south of Cincinnati.
See, yeah,
Yeah,
Nick,
that makes sense.
AFC South and NFC South is right.
Yeah, see, I agree with Nikki. Carolina is right there next to Florida. Atlanta, ain't that far from New Orleans, 5 hours or so, and Houston's actually 6 hours from New Orleans, and Dallas, that's right there. I think is the best one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one that don't make sense to me is NFC West because Kansas City is on the other side of America than Arizona, Seattle, and Denver.
Yeah, see, Arizona is down here by New Mexico and Cali, right? And then, where we at? Arizona. Then you got the Broncos up there.
But Arizona and Colorado share a border.
Yeah, they do. They actually do. You're right. So that's there. Then you got the Seahawks that's at the tip.
At the very, very top. There's nowhere near them. But you also have Missouri that's so far away from Arizona and Colorado.
Yeah, Missouri.
I mean, they have to put them somewhere. Shit.
So honestly, it should be Missouri, Chicago Chiefs. You could do Chicago Chiefs, 49ers, and Chicago Chiefs, Green Bay, and Vikings. Boom, right there. The only thing that separates them is Iowa. If you want to do that, you could do Detroit. Shit. They right next to Wisconsin, Chicago, and not that. But you could do Michigan, Pennsylvania.
The map is just ghetto.
This is.
Yeah, I was just looking at.
Yeah, there was no way to do all of them in their outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They should just like basketball, East and West. That's it.
All right, quick game. All right, first, everyone, I want to say everyone's hands up like this. I need to see everybody's hands up. Nikki, I can't see your camera.
Nikki's frozen.
Nikki, turn off your camera. Turn it back on.
I'm on frozen.
She's just pitch black on my side.
Yeah, me too. On mine too. Hold on. Pretend like you can see my other hand.
But your other hand's holding the phone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You need to use your iPad.
No. I don't even know. Where is that?
Camera her computer don't make her look good either. It's not. She's better off on this phone right here.
All right. Everyone has 2 guesses. June, hands up. Frank, hands up. Nikki, 1 hand up. All the way up. Both hands up. Everyone has 2 guesses, okay? There's only one quarterback in NFL history that has started 50-plus games and not thrown a pick 6. There's only one quarterback in NFL history that has started 50-plus games and not thrown a pick 6. There's only one. So I'm going to let you guys think for about 60 seconds, and then I'm going to go down the line. So I'm put 60 seconds. Nikki, I can't see your hands.
Okay.
It's right here. Where else do you
All right. So I'm just going to get everyone 6 seconds to think, and then once my 60 seconds are up, then I'm going to go one by one. One quarterback in NFL history to have started 50-plus games and not thrown a pick 6.
don't even know all of them.
The only hint I'm gonna give you is it's not an old person. It's a recent quarterback.
Recent quarterback?
Mm-hmm. They're not like from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They're from the 2010s, 20s era. You got 15 seconds left to think.
50.
50 plus games without throwing a pick six. All right, time's up. All right, so who wants to go first? Who wants to use their 2 guesses first? Nikki? Okay, go ahead, Nikki.
I honestly don't know.
His name any starting quarterbacks.
I like big butts in it. I don't know. I don't know shit. I'm gonna go with
Bro, this should have been part of the 60 seconds. I mean, what the fuck?
Exactly. Nikki's been 60 seconds. All right. June had his hand raised second.
I forgot. I mean, shit.
Got 60 seconds. It took another 5 minutes to say, I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna go with now they started or they're starters.
June, just answer a question. They started 50 plus games, meaning they was a starting quarterback.
I'm gonna go with Nick Foles as one.
I thought about him, but
That's your first guess?
Yeah.
And it was your second guess. There's only one, but so who's your second guess?
Yeah, and my second guess is gonna be
what's his name?
Nikki's not your
Yeah, Nick, you had your shot. You had your shot. You had 20 minutes to name all 32 quarterbacks throughout the league.
Every time I think of one, I'm like, oh no, he had one. I think of somebody else. I'm like, this.
Right, June.
Who's your second one?
It's she gave us 60 seconds to think of 2 names.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many people, Francisco.
Ben Roethlisberger. Those 2.
Okay.
No.
Right. Who are your 2 names?
I was gonna say Big Ben, my first one, so I'm gonna say that because.
Okay.
And then my second one was gonna be Patrick Mahomes.
No, he had a pick.
And his first 50 starts, I don't know.
No, did you say the first 50 starts or he started?
Yeah, started 50 games without a pick
That
six.
has started 50 plus games and not thrown a pick six.
Yeah,
so it's not like in the first 50 thingy. It's just that he started 50 something.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's consistent. I would give him a shot. Who was it?
All right, Nikki, you're not saying 2 names?
I'm gonna go with what's his name?
June. You see how she hooking up?
No,
sorry. No. Hold on.
No. She already had her shot. She took.
Oh yeah, she did.
Okay. It's okay. I know who I'm thinking of, but go ahead.
Who are you thinking of before I say the answer?
What's the old dude name?
He's kind of tall.
Everybody.
Wait.
I'm gonna go with old boy. He's a male, kind of buff.
Sam. It's okay. Go ahead. Let's go.
Samantha Darnold.
Yeah.
No.
That's incorrect. Everybody was wrong. The correct answer is Mitch Trubisky.
I would never thought that. Never.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky is the only quarterback in NFL history that has started 50 plus games and not thrown a pick six. All right, now, last one. Let me get my whiteboard up here. All right,
let me put
can everybody see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What? How do I draw? June, how do I draw?
Yeah, but I can't see him.
Oh, there we go.
Pencil. Yeah.
There we go. All right. So there are, and this is a little bit more than football, but it's still really fun. All right. There are 13 cities with all 4 major sports teams, meaning NFL, NBA, MLB, and hockey. Can you guys name all 13?
No, I'm not
So-
even. I'm not even.
So it's a team effort. So everyone's going to name cities and I'm going to mark them off as we go.
Yeah, but I don't know hockey. I don't like. I know New York got what's the call it?
Okay, New York City. Nikki said New York City. Okay, New York City's one. All right, name another
Yeah,
one.
because I don't know.
This is a team effort.
Dallas.
Dallas is another one.
Yeah, I know that because I know
All
they
right.
got. I did too. All right.
Who's
So
next?
you named the cities or states?
They
Cities.
don't. I just
Cities with
No,
all
because
4 major
I wrote
sports
Texas
teams.
down. So I got
who?
New York, I got Florida, I got
No,
Texas.
no, no. Cities.
No.
Cities.
See, so that's
LA.
more difficult.
It's
So you got
cities.
LA,
Los Angeles. Okay, Los Angeles is on the list.
Detroit,
Yep, Detroit's on the list.
Wow.
Miami.
Of course, Boston's on the list.
Yeah.
Miami.
I done gave y'all so many shit.
All right,
Y'all
June
need to
said
skip-
Miami.
yeah, Miami, because Tampa don't got a basketball.
Okay. So we have New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, Detroit, Boston, Miami.
Houston.
No, Houston is not on this list.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
Houston doesn't have a hockey team.
Yeah, that's where it get hard. I don't really know hockey.
Okay.
What's June's favorite fucking city? Sports.
Philadelphia. Durr.
Philly.
That's just his ass don't know.
I'm over here
Motherfucker
thinking
be
outside the circle.
All right.
A motherfucker be tall.
What's another
Oh,
major
no.
city that has everything?
So Tampa doesn't have one? I figured Tampa has all 3.
You don't have
Tampa
a
doesn't have
basketball.
an NBA team.
I'm thinking baseball, football.
Indiana.
and
Indiana is not on this list.
What?
No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't, Nikki.
Mm-mm.
They have a
See,
Indianapolis.
Minnesota.
Minnesota is on this list.
What's their
They might
basketball?
not have it.
Oh, the Timberwolves. That's right. No.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, Timberwolves.
Norfolk does not have one.
No.
No.
So we have New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, Detroit, Boston, Miami, Philly, Minnesota. Name another major city in the States.
San Diego.
No. San
No,
Diego, they don't have a football team no more.
Yeah, they don't got football, yeah.
And they don't have a basketball team.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
No, Vegas does not have an NBA team.
Oh, that's right.
I'm done.
Uh,
I did good.
I need 5 more.
Washington?
Utah.
Washington, D.C. does have it.
Yeah.
What they got?
They got an NFL team, an NBA team, baseball, and a hockey team.
What the hockey
Utah
team
is
is?
not a city. Utah is not a city. June. And what NFL team is in Utah?
I can't tell you. It's gonna come.
What's another huge fucking city up
San
north?
Francisco.
San Francisco is on this list. There's another one up north, famous for pizza. They got their own style pizza.
Chicago?
Chicago.
That's right. They got the Blackhawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. You see?
Blackhawks is like they won a championship not too long ago.
Yeah.
So we got 2 more.
I'm done.
2 of them, one of them, they're both on the Midwest. and West.
Denver?
Denver, yes. And then the last one, my future husband lives there.
No.
They got Cactus,
Arizona,
a city,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix has a hockey team?
Uh-huh.
All right. That was
So New
beautiful.
York City, Dallas, Los Angeles, Detroit, Boston, Miami, Philly, Minnesota, Washington, San Fran, Chicago, Denver, and Phoenix are the only 13 cities with all 4 major sports teams.
That was tough because of hockey.
That's fun.
Why do you dislike? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, your comment?
That is all we have for today. Oh, no. One more thing. One more. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to name these wide receiver duos, and you're going to tell me if they're elite or not. So now these names are old and current legends of that team. Not legends, but old and great of that team. Old and of that team. You got it?
That fucking fool.
She bought it?
All right. So first one, you have Randy Moss and Justin Jefferson.
Oh, hold on. Do you have?
Are they elite?
Like,
They
would
were-
they be an elite duo?
Yes, elite.
Yeah, I would say so.
June?
Yes.
Michael Irvin, CD Lamb.
Elite.
Mm-mm.
I don't. They ain't quite there yet. Yeah.
Calvin Johnson, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Antonio Brown, George Pickens.
No.
Prime Antonio. What? That's one of the greatest wide receivers, like, in this era of football. No? Why not, Nikki?
I can see it. I can see it.
Listen, you ain't asked me why not for CD and Irvin. All right, let's move on.
Chad Johnson and Jamar Chase.
Who? Chad? Oh,
Ocho Cinco.
yeah.
Uh,
No.
nah.
I see it. I see it.
I mean, Ocho was nice. Don't get me wrong. He was. It could work. It just doesn't stand out to me like that. But
It works.
Jerry Rice and Brandon Ayuk.
yes.
Who?
Jerry
Who?
Rice and Brandon Ayuk.
Elite? No.
You don't think
Like,
so?
if they were a duo, if they were a
think
duo.
Jerry Rice would carry it.
Yeah, he definitely would. See, that's the thing. You got to put them together.
All right, so this is for June and Nikki because I did this with Frank 2 weeks ago. All right, Justin Jefferson or DK Metcalf?
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson or Deebo Samuel?
Jefferson.
Okay, I'll do Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson or Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, I like Jefferson. I like Jefferson, yeah.
Justin Jefferson or CeeDee Lamb?
Oh, you going for my heart. You know I like CD. JJ.
Jim?
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
Oh, he lost me there. I like Chase.
All right, I'll
I
come
like
back to you.
Oh, damn. It's tough.
Yeah, I like Chase.
They're pretty equal to me.
They are, but I like Chase.
But I'm going with
because
Jefferson.
I like.
All right, Nick, I'm gonna come back to you. Pick Chase. I'll come back to you. All right, Justin Jefferson,
Okay.
Say what?
Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs.
Jefferson, JJ.
Jefferson.
Okay. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown,
Tyreek.
Justin Jefferson.
He only said that because he an Eagle. Come on now, chill out. But go ahead.
Wow.
AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson.
JJ.
Tough one, but I'm gonna have to probably go with AJ Brown.
AJ Brown,
Come
Devontae
on.
Adams.
Devontae.
What was it?
AJ Brown, Devontae Adams. You gotta be speed. This is a speed race.
AJ Brown.
Devontae.
AJ Brown, Jamar Chase.
Chase.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, AJ. Bro, he.
Don't be a hater, Nikki. Damn it. I can see it right now over your face.
I agree. I actually said AJ. But I only said that because he was on.
AJ Brown,
AJ
Brown, Deshaun Jackson.
Who? Okay, whatever. I can't hear him.
You said AJ Brown, Deshaun Jackson.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ. Who the fuck is Deshaun Jackson?
You know who Deshaun Jackson is.
All right, Nikki. So you left off with so AJ Brown is June's best wide receiver right now. All right, Nikki left off with Jamar Chase. All right, Nikki, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf.
Chase.
Jamar Chase or Tyreek Hill.
Skip. Come back to that. Come back to it.
I can't because I gotta go off of who you picked.
Okay, you said Chase or Hill?
Yeah.
Chase.
Okay, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams.
Adams.
Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk. Adams or Randy Moss.
I never seen Randy play. I have no choice but to go Adams. I've never seen Randy play.
Okay, Adams or DK Metcalf.
Adams
or Deebo Samuel.
Say again. Say again. Run that back. Or Samuel.
Samuel's
I really want to say Adam, but
Samuel's or Cooper Kupp. Kupp or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Brown. My black brother.
St. Brown or Garrett Wilson.
Who? Brown.
Did you say who?
Yeah.
He was only the 2023 NFL honors
Brown
of the year.
Brown.
Brown or DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre, wash up to me. Brown
or Mike Evans.
Brown
or Jalen Waddle.
Who?
Jalen Waddle.
Waddle.
Last one, Waddle or Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek. Damn.
Frank, on PFF, they have like top wide receivers of this year. And they have Marvin Harrison Jr. above Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Smith, Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson, Puka Nacua, DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Let's wrap this up so we can stop recording. We can talk about
those are all the wide receivers they have.
I'm not. Cheers. Listen, great episode, y'all. Thank you. We're not discussing it, Bree.
I didn't make the list. I was just stating something. Hold on.
Bree, you have to
All
pray
right.
after saying that because you repeated what the devil wanted you to say.
I was just saying what I found on PFF. Pro Football Focus. Shout out to them. They know what they're talking about.
Okay. Anyway, I'll start first. Look, another great episode. Glad to have all 4 of us on here. You know what? Stay tuned. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Next week I'll be in Florida, so if we're gonna record, we gotta figure it out. And then yeah, go ahead, June.
Another great episode. I'm happy to see Frank drinking water down there. He's below the faucet. But aside from that, Nikki stood on the whole time. She didn't hang up. That was rare.
First of all,
it was raining today, so I guess that's why. And Bree, I appreciate the games. It was pretty interesting. But a lot of people have been saying it. A lot of people just can't wait to see these birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Nikki.
bye, y'all.
Bree, go ahead. Hey.
Great episode. Still celebrating and living in a moment of my babies up here behind me. Banner number 18, most championships in NBA history. Okay. Trying to get that repeat next year. Everyone's coming back. Great episode. Hope everyone have a great and safe weekend. My parents are coming next week, so I'm excited about that. Make sure you guys tune in and follow I had a burp. All of our social medias and like, subscribe, follow us in our content. And I see Nikki in June next month. So super excited about that. And thank you guys for listening to Frank Prison's The Play Call. Your turn, Frank.
I already did mine. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.